Welcome to our channel, where we update the most dramatic, surprising and shocking developments of the TV series Beyond the Gates, which aired on Thursday, June 19th. The story opens from a seemingly small detail, but has led to a series of events that can tear apart the reputation, trust, and even the family of the noble Dupree family. This is not simply a normal investigation, but a confrontation between truth and darkness, between morality and loyalty, between choices with no way back. Smitty has never been overly curious. But after Laura's strange accident, something in his heart is not at peace. At first, he just thought it was a simple accident, a cruel collision of fate. An unexpected misfortune that befell the Dupree family, which always tried to maintain a perfect appearance. But the fragments of the story seem to whisper in his ear, leading him to a dark, obscure secret line, buried deep under the moral mask and suspicious silence of his family members. A small detail, a revised report, an oddly edited video, all were like discreet signals urging him not to stop. Smitty began to investigate silently. He did not trust the police. Nor did he trust what the media reported after the accident. The empty condolences, the averted eyes when mentioning Laura's name, all made him feel that something was wrong. He returned to the scene where Laura had crashed, a winding, deserted mountain road, where she was believed to have lost control and plunged into the ravine. But there, Smitty discovered a strange skid mark that did not match the description in the official investigation report. It wasn't a trace of a lost control, it was a rough-hewn tire track. As if someone had deliberately caused the incident. From then on, everything seemed to open up into a cold maze, where each door he opened led to a secret more terrifying than the last. He went to the old family warehouse, where many documents and forgotten items were kept. There, amid the dust of time, he found an old, carefully sealed envelope, on which was written a single line, "Never reveal." Inside the envelope was an old photograph of Vernon, the head of the family, arguing fiercely with a strange woman Smitty had never seen. The back of the photo had a date on it, which matched the time when Laura was a teenager. He dug deeper and discovered that the woman in the photo was Laura's real biological mother, a fact that had never been mentioned. According to the hospital records he secretly accessed, Laura was born under very different circumstances than the family had publicly stated. She was not Vernon's biological daughter as they had claimed. Everything seemed meticulously constructed to conceal the truth. But why? Who would benefit from keeping Laura's identity a secret? And more importantly, who was really behind the accident? The truth continued to be painfully revealed. Smitty discovered that in the past, Laura had accidentally learned her true identity. She had questioned her relatives, but was silenced with sweet reassurance mixed with veiled threats. She was silent, but she did not give up. Before the accident, Laura had written an unsent email, saved as a draft. In it, she revealed her intention to expose everything. She suspected that her biological mother's death was not natural, and she wanted to uncover everything. But the email was never sent. It had been deleted from the system, and only by chance did Smitty retrieve it from an automatic backup. The pieces began to fit together. An elaborate plot. A dirty truth protected at the price of blood. And when Smitty went back to the surveillance camera on the mountain road that day, one that the police had said was inoperative, he found the video had been encrypted, but not completely erased. Thanks to a tech expert he trusted, the video was restored bit by bit. And then the image that froze him, another car following Laura's, pulling too close, forcing her to lose control and plunge off the cliff. The car was no stranger, it belonged to a member of the Dupree family. The name that appeared on the registration form shocked Smitty. It was Hayley, who had always been close to Laura, the cousin who seemed to have no motive to harm her. But it was all a lie. In Laura's diary, there were passages about the conflict between her and Hayley, about Laura threatening to tell the truth at a family meeting. Maybe Hayley was afraid that it would collapse everything, shake her position in the family, destroy the future she had carefully calculated. And then, Hayley's choice was not to persuade or appease, but to eliminate. Smitty realized that if everything was exposed, not only Hayley, but Vernon, Anita, and many others in the family would be dragged into the spiral of guilt. The secrets were intertwined like a deadly spider web: lies, adultery, usurpation, killing witnesses. Each has something to hide, something that keeps them silent about Laura's death. They have chosen to compromise with evil to protect their family's reputation, fortune, and power. He knows that his choice will be the line between light and darkness. If he brings the truth to light, the Dupree family will be drowned in the sins they have worked so hard to hide. But if he remains silent, he will become part of that web of lies. Every night, he is haunted by the look in Laura's eyes in the last photo she took before she died, eyes filled with pain, helplessness, and pleading. She did not live to tell the truth, but he did. On a rainy night, Smitty returns to the spot where Laura died, dropping the photocopied evidence into the rushing water, not to destroy it, but to mark the beginning of an irreversible decision. He has sent the original documents to an independent investigative journalist. And in just a few days, the entire secret will spill out into the public eye, like a storm sweeping away all lies. The Dupree family will no longer stand on the moral high ground, they will be exposed by the very thing they once tried to hide. If you want to know what happens next, if the Dupree family will rise or fall completely, if justice will truly prevail or if power will once again smother them, don't miss the next episodes of Beyond the Gates. And to make sure you don't miss any of the shocking twists, follow and subscribe to our channel today. The truth is only just beginning to be revealed, and what awaits beyond the gates is far more terrifying.